Good evening, everybody. It's a great pleasure to see you and welcome you to the 4th annual State of the Science Summit on Livestock Methane. It's wonderful to see so many familiar faces, many of you from California, many of you from the US, but also from international places all over the world. Researchers, producers, policymakers, industry leaders, students, funders, thank you all for coming here. This year is particularly meaningful to me. Not only is it the 4th annual State of the Science Summit, but as Virginia just mentioned, my first time as a chair. And so hosting this event again is very meaningful to me and to us here on campus. The summit began with a simple idea. Several years ago, about 5 or 6 years ago it was, we hosted several members of the California Department of Food and Ag here in the department, and we shared with them the research we do on methane. And the then Undersecretary of CDFA, Christine Birdsong, suggested that more people should see what we do, and they suggested we should have some sort of a conference. This is the idea that sparked this collaboration between the California Department of Food and Ag, the CLEAR Center, and the College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences. That conversation has grown into an international summit that we see now. And what I'm really proud to say is that this is now way more than just a conference or a summit. We have built more than a conference, but we have built a community, and you're all part of that. And we are very glad you're here. As chair, I'm particularly proud to welcome you to the Department of Animal Science. We started this enterprise some 118 years ago. We are a group of experts in animal nutrition, in genetics, in reproduction, in animal behavior and welfare, in veterinary medicine, environmental stewardship, and so forth. Going forward, we are committed to strengthening research collaborations, enhancing our facilities, and supporting the next generation of experts, ensuring that animal science at UC Davis continues to lead on issues that matter a lot to our society. And few issues matter more today than methane in animal agriculture. Methane, as we all know, is a powerful greenhouse gas. It represents one of the most important opportunities available to slow, hold, or even reduce near-term warming. For livestock agriculture, methane is often viewed as a liability, but I would say it is also a very significant opportunity. Why? Because we know that there are solutions available. We can reduce this gas, and if we do so, have a meaningful impact on warming. We'll hear in this conference, during this conference, that there are numerous approaches, from feed additives to genetic approaches, from manure management systems to vaccines, microbiome interventions, precision management tools, and so on. But most importantly, we are moving from discussion to intervention. California has demonstrated what can happen when science, policy, and industry work together. Through strategic investments and strong partnerships, we have made measurable progress while continuing to support vibrant livestock sectors. But this is not just simply a California challenge. It's also not just a US challenge, it is a global challenge. And because it's global, solutions must be adaptable to different production systems, climates, economies, and cultures. What worked for a dairy in California may not work for a pastoral system in Africa, a beef operation in Australia, or a mixed farming system in Europe or South America. And this is why gatherings like this one here matter, because they allow us to learn from one another. They allow us to compare experiences, challenges, assumptions, and they identify opportunities that none of us could achieve alone. As we pursue methane mitigation, we must never lose sight of the people at the center of agriculture, our farmers and ranchers. Around the world, producers face increasing demands. They must produce nutritious food, care for animals, steward natural resources, remain economically viable, yes, very important, and now help also with climate change. Our responsibility as scientists is not simply to identify solutions. Our responsibility is also to identify solutions that producers can actually adopt. Climate solutions that fail on farms and ranches are not solutions. The most successful innovations will be those that improve environmental outcomes while supporting a productive, profitable, and resilient agricultural systems. And that balance is essential. Over the next 2 days, you will hear updates from many scientists and colleagues on feed additives, genetics, vaccines, grazing systems, manure management, and emerging technologies. You will hear from new projects that were supported by California's Livestock Enteric Methane Emission Reduction Program, that's a mouthful, and you will hear from collaborations across institutions such as Colorado State University, Cornell University, UC Davis, and others. You will hear perspectives from producers, technology providers, policymakers, industry leaders, and funders. And these conversations are really important because methane mitigation does not happen in laboratories alone. It happens through partnerships. And speaking of partnerships, I would like to offer a challenge to everybody in the room. Take advantage of those people around you. Meet someone you have never met before. Don't just hang out in your little clubs. Talk with somebody from a different discipline. Talk with a producer. Talk with a policymaker. Talk with a funder. If you are a researcher, tell people not only the work that you are doing, but also the work you dream of doing. Some of the most impactful projects begin not with a grant proposal, but they begin with a conversation over coffee. We have intentionally built additional networking opportunities into this year's program because collaboration is one of the most valuable outcomes of gatherings like this. Before I conclude, I want to recognize a few individuals and organizations whose leadership and dedication have helped make this summit possible. First, I would like to thank Secretary Karen Ross and the California Department of Food and Ag. California has demonstrated remarkable leadership in advancing science-based approaches on methane, and CDFA has been an invaluable partner in supporting both research and implementation efforts. We're grateful for their vision and continued commitment to this work. I would also like to recognize Charles Brook. Charles, where are you? There. And the team at Spark Climate Solution. Charles has been a strong advocate for accelerating innovation and bringing together researchers, funders, industry leaders, and policymakers to advance practical methane solutions. We are proud to partner with Spark. I also want to thank Dean Ashley Stokes for her leadership and thank her team for assisting us at the CLEAR Center. Within the CLEAR Center, I particularly want to acknowledge Joe Prodman. Joe, say hi. And Ashley Chun, and along with others on our team, they have devoted countless hours organizing this event, coordinating speakers and participants, and ensuring that this summit continues to grow in impact and reach each year. Please join me thanking all of our partners, sponsors, speakers, moderators, staff, and volunteers. Events like this do not happen by accident. They happen because of dedicated people believing that bringing great minds together can help solve important challenges. Finally, I want to leave you with one thought. The challenge before us is significant, but so is the opportunity. Never before have we had such a scientific talent, so many innovative tools, and such strong momentum focused on reducing livestock methane emissions. If we continue to work together across disciplines, across sectors, across institutions and countries, we can develop solutions that benefit producers, consumers, animals, and our climate. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for your commitment to science. And thank you for being part of this growing global community. Enjoy the conference.